3692.
369.
That ought to be white with a red tip. By its band.
I told the king he was left-handed.
You don't need to wear a mask. Only sissies wear masks.
Not mentioning any names.
What happened in there now?
You didn't see what he just did?
The umpire?
Yeah, the umpire.
What did he do?
Just like this.
That might sound like a lot.
We have been able to assemble quite a little record. We've played a lot of places. And it really makes us feel good when a national news agency takes note of us. And the cameras you see here tonight and the people involved in it are the NBC News group, and Tom Brokaw and Betty and Norval do their Now show. And it'll be on in a couple, 3 weeks. Let's take them and say, yeah, give them a nice... When I first saw it played, it was called indoor ball. It's gone full cycle now, and they play a game called slow pitch. The problem is that no self-respecting father is going to teach his son slow pitch, so the next generation won't have that game to play either. I'm not knocking slow pitch. It's a lot better than jogging. Well, anyhow, by 1934, they organized the game and they pitched it with a wrist snap. Men like Al Lindy and Shifty Gears could throw the ball at 70 miles an hour, and from 32 feet you couldn't hit it. Well, by 1939, the game became very popular. Lowell Thomas, who was a famous newscaster, told me that the 1939 Supreme Court for FDR had a softball team. The 9 men on the bench were the team. Bob Ripley of Ripley's Believe It or Not had a team. He asked Lowell to put together an all-star group to play a game in charity at Madison Square Garden in '39. I golfed with Cannonball a couple of years ago, and he said this is a true story. He's about 86 years old now and still good health. He said when they got to Madison Square Garden, there sat Babe Ruth. The Babe came to bat 3 times and struck out 3 times in 9 straight pitches. And after the 3rd strikeout, the Babe took the ball away from the catcher and fumbled it up against the end of the building. And he turned to the crowd and said, I just want to see if the damn thing could be hit. Well, by 1940, I came along into the game, and the game had started to speed up. There were several of us that could throw windmill. Now, you'd have guys throw it in the middle of the wind-up and keep on winding up. You'd have guys throw it and then wind up. I saw Archie Windmill Hamlin throw this pitch so good that the batter would swing so late, when the catcher would throw it back, the batter would see it, thought he hit it, and took off for first. Now we have the wind-ups like the figure 8. The straight slingshot. The whip. The rewind. The spin with the rewind. I like that one. Now we were on the road about 5 years before we come to realize that you fans like to see tricks. But she wouldn't travel with us. My girl. So we started throwing tricks in the game like behind the back. The game in Dodger Stadium when we played the Hollywood All-Star softball team, I ended up striking those fellows all out, and I got Mays behind the back and Clemente between the legs. But it was a lot of fun, and I've enjoyed being out here. As I told you to start with tonight, this is our 48th year, and we're going to call the 1995-96 tours my final farewell. We've had a lot of fun. It's funny how things happen. Because of the Korean War, I'm the only pitcher in baseball or softball that actually have living proof how fast he threw a pitch. No one has gone around and made a film and bothered to bother anybody to find out and record the speed of the pitch except for this one time. Camera made specially to study the bullet coming out of the muzzle. Well, they took me over this University of Windsor across from Detroit in Canada, and I threw the ball 41 times. I threw it what I thought as hard as I could each time. I was surprised to know that the slowest one went only about 90, but the fact is 15 feet closer to a major league distance like we do out here, so we're more difficult to hit because we're throwing about the same speed and the closing time is much quicker. Well, that year we played the Tip Top Tailors. They were the world champions in Toronto. We were ahead of them 1-0 in the bottom of the seventh, 2 outs, 2 strikes. And I heard a guy in the dugout say, "Watch out, he throws the last pitch of the game behind his back." Well, I didn't want them to tie it up with a little ground ball, so I reached out and caught it. It'd look a lot better if he acted like he caught it. Well, my catcher had never seen me do that. He just stood up and hit his glove. But the umpire had seen me pitch good ball, and I hadn't seen that pitch come in. He thought he heard it. And he came right out, strike 3! About that batter thought it was high. All right, now you've got about 15 minutes before the baseball game starts. You've got time to go out and get a drink or hot dog or something. If you're out near the front, if you step just outside the gate, if you want a King's Court souvenir, the matching posters that go to that book, the t-shirt that looks like our jersey, or you're a ball hat collector and you want one of our hats for an autographed ball, the guys are right outside the gate in the main opening, and the van is sitting right there. And we're going to be there for a little while into the game, but we've got about 15 minutes. Maybe drop out there. When the guys get there, they'll be out. As I said earlier, they've got the book in the computer. They're going to be working on the movie. We hope that you've enjoyed the show. Let's thank the guys we played and give them a nice hand for their half the game tonight. You've been awful good to me, and if I don't see you again, God bless you. Good night.
Sure you.